While week 1 is in the record books, I've changed my name to Edward Flanders. Well, from Edward Flanders to Mr. Fuck. If you want to know why, my uncle has Down syndrome, right? And sometimes he says, "What the fuck?" Then other times he likes to throw in the Mr. part instead of the "what the fuck," so he says Mr. Fuck. And it's just pure hilarity. Mr. Fuck. Anyway, that's enough fucks to begin with. Well, we're actually going to throw a few here and there when we do these breakdowns. First of all, as you know, that my brother and I played in week 1, and if this doesn't scream collusion, I don't know what is. A 146.6 to 118.3 ass whooping that I suffered. All due to the good man that is Carson Wentz, who did not start in week 1. Doesn't look like he's going to start in week 2 either. We had no help from Marcus Mariota, who, threw a shit ton of picks. And Shady McCoy, just, 3 points. Thank you so much. But here's some silver lining with the that happened with my team. Both Golden Tate and Randall Cobb, and I was just joking. At some point in week 1, I was telling my brother, I was like, "Hey, all I need is for these dudes to drop $120 each," and they almost got halfway there. So no, they didn't. But yeah, 29.2. It was close. But there's not much you can do. There is not much you can do when you got motherfucking Michael Thomas going for 38 points. How many points did this dude score? Like, it was absolutely ridiculous. What is this? What is the overview? Oh my God. 180 yards, 1 touchdown, 16 receptions. Oh, he did have a fumble, but nobody cares. In either case, we're going to see what's going to happen in week 2. I don't know. I just don't know. But it wasn't that great. Also, the fucking Ravens defense, 17 points. Chris Thompson, 24.8 points. Let's go to the next game. I have nothing more to add to this ridiculous ass whooping that I suffered. So, Simon's ass clowns against Drogon, where Drogon wins 134.6 to 108.4. Let's go to the videotape. I might get sued for that, so let's not say that anymore. As my brother says, we didn't see Deshaun Watson's performance coming. What happened? $176, 1 touchdown, 1 pick, 1 fumble, and that's all for 1 point. 11 points. I should do this. 11 points. Deshaun. Or was it Deshaun? I don't know. Since the whole Terrell Owens thing, you don't know if you could call him Terrell or Terrell, or fucking just call him T.O. So, Dr. Watson puts up 11. Not a good showing. So, not the best of things. And on Nino's side, here we go. So, you're not going to expect Isaiah Crowell to, just put up 22 points like that. I definitely do not see that happening too much. Not to, talk shit or anything, but 2 touchdowns, $102 rushing on 10 attempts. Maybe not. But Mike Evans, good Lord. Again, with that Tampa Bay and New Orleans kind of shootout that they had. I think it was 4 minutes or 2, maybe 3 minutes left in the first quarter, and these guys were 17-17. So if you had anybody on both teams, you were likely to get a crap ton of points. But with that, Nino started the immortal Big Ben, who clearly didn't know what time it was. He looked lost in the rain in Cleveland. It's not like Ryan could have held with his 8 massive points. He got a nice boost from ya boy Galladay and Crowell, but Bell needs to come back fast. Now, we should get a poll out there, and I think our league manager should, put something up there. When is Bell coming back? Does he need to come back? Maybe not. But in either case, I believe in week 2, he goes up against Skip. I love it. So, with that, we move on to the third game. Stevie Wonder concede triumphs over Bobby's Tyrion Lynch, 131 to 121 and change. Let's go down to the videotape. Bobby was here watching every single time. I mean, like, I think he was losing. How much were you losing by, dude? You were losing by, it was like at some point you had like 11 or 20 points, and this dude had like 90, and I was like, oof, this is not looking too good. But let's go back and see exactly what happened and what went wrong. Number one, Marquise Goodwin. For the love of God, what happened? He just went down and he never came back. So a fat donut for Bobby on that one. And over on the Stevie Wonder concede side, Rob Gronkowski. Robbie. The Gronk machine, 23 points. Tyrod Taylor turned into Ty God. Anytime you get a 20-point game from the Ty God, I mean, I will take it. And J.I.E. going for 20.2. Woo! And then Adam Vinatieri with that solid 12. I mean, that's you're going to want to see that. And let's touch on a little bit of the recap. And yes, it was a nail biter going to Monday night. I believe the Bears were saving Bobby for a little bit, but they didn't do enough. Anyway, but what's with Cooper? Oh, no. Let's go further than that. I want to say this word. Let's go for the whole thing. Lynch had Rivers, Allen, and White putting up good numbers, but needed more from Cooper to get the win. McCaffrey was used in a myriad of ways in Carolina, but wasn't overly efficient. I'm not worried about him, but what's with Cooper? He clearly has a ton of talent, but completely vanishes in some games. You think Carr would pepper him with targets, but instead he went to Jared Cook. LOL. He went to Jared. That's kind of funny. Must be frustrating. Adam had 3 20-plus point efforts from Ty God, Taylor, Jay Ajayi, and Gronk. I'm not surprised at Gronk, but can Taylor keep this up? I think he keep it up, man. I think he keep it up like John Holmes does in multiple shoots. I think, and go figure, you got options with Mahomes. So there you go. 131, 121. One of the closer games from this week. But let's move on, guys. Let's move on to Bravo's Assassins taking the L to my ball sack Ertz, 139, 122. And let's go down for the recap on this. And we're just going to go right into it. I'll look at what the stats were later, but this game was interesting because there was a decent to good efforts throughout this matchup. Assassins has double-digit efforts from everyone of note except Kelsey and Hearns. Kelsey barely got targets against the Chargers. My arm Mahomes preferred going deep to Hill. I doubt it will be an issue, but something to watch in the coming days. So, let's see what exactly Travis Kelsey got. A 1.6. That's it, Travis. And he's projected in week 2 to put up 15. What do they say? Fantasy managers need to brush a lean week 1 off. He had a 4th most air yards at the position in week 1 and is due for a positive correction against the Steelers in what could be a high-scoring conference showdown. Well, I hope that for you, but at the same time, Russell Wilson did you good with that solid 20, so, let's pick up the slack. Anywhere else, if he drops 1.6 again. What did Balzac Ertz do? Drew Brees just got in that ass. Woo! 31.6 points. What was his stacks? Ooh, boy. 439 yards, 3 touchdowns. Jesus Christ. Just gonna close that. Oh. Ooh. And that's all we have to say about that. We can keep this thing going. We could keep this. Actually, superstar Jimmy Graham, what did he do? 2.8. I mean, you should probably let him go. He is not the same person that he was some 3-4 years ago, and that is just so sad. Next game, Yo Soy Fiesta, 111 points over the Blueprint. and we go down to see who the two top scorers. Fucking Jimmy Jones. I'm calling him Jimmy Jones. I'm calling everybody Jimmy, even though it's Julio. Julio Jones scores the big 28. And for the blueprint, it was Melvin Gordon with 64 yards, 27 points. Where did he get all his points from? Was it all the 9 receiving yards for 102? There you go. There you go. But let's go into that right now. Joe Soy Fiesta. I didn't see this as a low-scoring affair, but here we are. Aaron almost died on the field on Sunday, and then he came back like he was fucking. He came out like he was Jesus, taking back. Like, hey, Lazarus, why don't you just come out, bro? Watch this, and that's what he did. What is he, Willis Reed, coming out and just like, yo, we about to fuck everybody up. That's exactly what happened. Oh my God. So he came back in the second half and single-handedly brought the Packers and your fantasy team back from the dead. He Lazarus the shit out of you. Along with Jones having a big Thursday, just did get, or need, much to take down Brooklyn. Blueprint was taken to the woodshed by the Saints, or not the woodshed. The woodshed. Old Yeller. Old Yeller. Shoot this motherfucker down. By the Saints D and Doug Baldwin. They were projected for a combined 25 points or so and netted him -9. -9! That, my friends, is nonsense. Poppycock. Rubbish. Claptrap. So I said poppycock before I even read it, which was kind of funny. What was his... Balderdash? Balderdash. That's a new one. I don't even know how to say that word. Balderdash. He had good performances all around too. There was no fiesta. So that's all that happened in that game. Fantastic stuff. But we got to move on. And this is today's Dracarys, which is going to be a new segment. This is the new Dracarys moment of week 1. And when we say Dracarys moment, that means who suffered the worst ass whooping in each week. There could only be one, and I just literally, you know what? I'm not gonna do Hulk Hogan. I'm gonna go with the little Macho Man. Yeah, I was losing for a little bit. Yeah, but the Macho Man. Yeah, I can't lose that big. Yeah, you can count me for the 1, 2, 3. Yeah, but then I get Miss Elizabeth in my arm. Yeah, 100% pure talent, and I'm coming back. Yeah, so cannot be in the Dracarys moment, but the one who is. Yeah, is Dex Street's back. All right. Yeah, that was before my time. Yeah, but that's okay because I came back from the dead. I might be Lazarus in this situation. So chocolate madness, 148 points to 119. Yeah, let's look at the videotape on that one too. I'm gonna get sued again. Yeah, not only by the guy who says that on channel 2, but you know, the Buffalo family also. They're not gonna like what I have to say about Greg Olsen. Yeah, the guy's leg is finished. Yeah, but it's okay because the Macho Man likes that. Yeah, you break something and you come back. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you have a boot on your foot. Yeah, the Macho Man says you're gonna climb up that ladder. Yeah, and you're gonna reach for the stars. Yeah, I'm cutting a promo. This is all from the dome. Yeah, but it's okay because I'm the Macho Man. Yeah, and I can say anything I want. But here we go. So now we're done fucking around. Dr. Kamala definitely achieved God mode last week. What I tell you about God mode and playing Final Doom, IDDQD, don't forget the codes. He looked just okay as a runner, but he is a dynamo out in the backfield, and they gave him all the touches he wants. Enjoy this until Ingram returns. It didn't matter that the mouth breather... There's only one mouth breather, man. There's only one mouth breather. And you know who that is. Dr. Eli. But it didn't matter that he mustered up only 7 points. It's like, you know, when you use the word muster and you're a mouth breather and you're relatively old and long in the tooth, it kind of reminds me like, you know, at this point you're not shooting blanks when you with your old lady and you're getting all hot and heavy. It's just, you know, it's like a little spurt, and that's it. I mean, like, what the fuck am I gonna do with this? It's just not. You can't put this in a protein shake. That's disgusting. Don't do that. It doesn't matter that Greg Olsen has a sprained ovary. It doesn't matter that Josh Gordon had 1 catch. That's how good Kamara was. By the way, you're going to start D-Jax? D-Jax. Dak was betrayed by Matt fucking Stafford. Let me tell you something about Matt Stafford. 4 picks? 4 picks? And didn't get much from her second round pick, Freeman. Yeah, no, hey, look, I have them both in another league, and they put up absolute duds. But let's get back to Stafford, though. Is he good at football? I think he is good at football, but I mean, yeah, no. See, and he's gonna say tight spirals, zip on the ball, decisive. But I mean, yeah, I just think Stafford had so much confidence throwing the ball into double coverage, not seeing whenever they were fucking playing all types of back on him. Like they weren't even rushing on him. They're like, dude, just fucking throw it and we're gonna catch it. And they were tight spirals, but how can you not have the field of vision? It's like, what the fuck? Like Stevie Wonder can do a better job at Jesus. But anyway, Jesus Christmas. Throw it to your teammates and not the other guys you don't. Her wide receivers showed out. Crab, Demarius, and Odell either scored or topped 100 yards. Those running backs need to follow suit. Sub 30 isn't going to do the job, bestie. And last but not least, oh boy. So this is I think everybody, if you're not paying attention to the actual games or our actual individual games while you're wapping or fapping, when you're actually watching the live football games, then you're missing out, because the first thing I noticed is that these two motherfuckers were blowing up. They casually texting my brother, talking to Bobby. He was here, and we were all like, these motherfuckers are gonna go $180. They're gonna score 180. And at the time you're like, nah. I mean, they each had the top, like they were at like about $115 at the point. I was like, maybe we'll get there, maybe we don't. And then they both end up getting there. And this must hurt, because then because how are you going to score 180 points and take the loss? That is pure malarkey. I added another one, malarkey. It's ridiculous, but 187 points. Saquon Lannister tops. He tops Travis Kelce, mother of titties, who only scored 180 points. Macho Man, what do you got to say about that? Nothing to add. Thank you. Yeah. Anyway, last but certainly not least is this beast of a matchup. Sam and Darrell had a battle for the ages. Sam scored 180 points without one person scoring over 30. Stills had a boom week. Boom, boom. Sanders went nuts. Adrian Broner was Adrian Broner. This was literally his optimal lineup. The funny part is that he could have chosen most of any other defense and could have pulled it out. I mean, that's the sad part, because, you got a -3 with the, who's on your D? With the Chargers? Oh, good Lord. I know KC is good, but starting the Charger defense against a rookie quarterback at home should not net you -3 points. Losing Delaney Walker, who is now going to be Delaney crawling. Sorry, I had to. It's softball that shit up. Losing Delaney may be annoying, but this team will be more than fine. Next beer is on me, Sam. LOL. It's not on me. It's on Leonard. Saquon Lannister was definitely buoyed by the Le'Veon Bell-like production from mid-round pick in James Conner, who I am now going to call Jimmy Conner. Because you remember when Jimmy Conner, there's that one U.S. Open, I think when it was still back in Forest Hills, he hits this crazy winner, then he just fucking fist pumps into the crowd right in front of the chair umpire. Like he's trying to fist somebody, no Vaseline. It's just, man, I love that shit. It's like watching consecutive Mortal Kombat uppercuts. So James Conner is now Jimmy Conner. We're not going to give him the S, though. Bell's return is still in the air, so Darrell can definitely enjoy the ride. Tyreek went ham. Let's stop there. There was not at one point where there was a game break in any of these games that you're watching. If you're watching Red Zone, then you're probably watching Tyreek the entire time. But can we just look at his stats really quick? For the love of God, 7 receptions, 169 yards, 2 touchdowns. Is there more? Yes. And he rushed for about 4 yards. Is there more? Yes. I think did he had a run back, didn't he? He did. That's crazy. What do you mean? What? In any case, do we expect Tyreek Hill to do the same thing? I hope he does. I mean, it makes for good TV and good football. But he went ham, and considering that arm on Mahomes, that could be the norm with these long touchdowns. If Bell stays out for a significant amount of time, this team may potentially run away with things. As a quick reminder before we get off the air, ladies and gentlemen, first place, $725, second place, $400, third place, $125 Doritos. You know who has paid. I haven't. This is Kevin Patterson, also known as Mr. Fuck, along with the Macho Man. Yeah, unjustifiably in a position I never wanted to be in, but the cream will rise to the top. Oh yeah, I am the cream. And that's all the time we have for today. Definitely check out the actual video that he put up there where you can see every touchdown from week 1. I checked it out. It was fantastic. Or you could just watch a recap of Red Zone. They do it at the end of every broadcast. But ladies and gentlemen, that's all the time we have for today. I'm Kevin Patterson, also known as Mr. Fuck. Have a good one, and good luck to you in week 2.